redheaded stepchild at the bottom of YouTube. Classic mommy's boy. None other than who else? The Ginger Boy. What do me and Ginger Boy have in common? Well, I'm the one who put Ginger Boy on the map on YouTube.
That's what you say every time.
Make a video of his van and go on YouTube.
How you doing, Elvis?
And he did so because he was a big fan of the King. And ever since he's made his introduction on YouTube, all he's done is ride my coattails and bask in my shadow and glory.
Once more, Elvis.
He made a name for himself talking about me. We've had our good times and our bad times. And now is the time to reveal to you, Ginger Boy, to reveal to the whole world the real truth about who you really are.
Well, he's not putting up back page, Ed.
What do we have in common?
Oh, fuck.
Both in our upper 30s. We both live in Class B camper vans. We both are snowbirds. That's where it ends. What we have in common.
He spent the last fucking, I don't know how long,
now,
probably fucking 20 minutes bagging out fucking the Bergs.
You're a Syrian king.
And now he's bagging out fucking coke.
Handler or beggar. He's called me a liar and con artist and scammer. He's called me an evil person. He's called me degenerate. He's called me every name in the book. But in reality, all these things that he says about me are falsehoods.
No, they're not. Oh, we've seen your stuff, Elvis. We've seen your shit up there. I'll tell you what, it's fucking funny, you know. You got a loser living in a van, dragging on someone else living in their mum's basement, then dragging on another person living in a van. It's just fucking losers dragging on losers. Now, I've been doing a bit of cleaning up here, so there's a lot of shit on the floor because I've had to vacuum all the crap that fell out of the ceiling. Anyway, it's bloody funny because you got someone who's going nowhere bagging out someone else who's going nowhere, and someone else who's, well, you know, not roaring ahead but still getting along. He's been good, you know. He's been good for the last 4 or 5 weeks, you know, because he got a bit of money from a guy who quite obviously is bipolar. I know someone who's bipolar, or I knew someone who's bipolar. Exact same way, couldn't handle money. You know, and here he is, I'm this and I'm that, and da-da-da-da-da. But it's all fine most of the time, and then he needs a bit more drama. But he's been good. He hasn't been bagging everyone out, so I've been pretty easy on him because he hasn't been bagging everyone out. But, you know, isn't it funny that he's always crapping on about how everybody else is nothing or no one or getting nowhere, or all these viewers are doing nothing, getting nowhere, don't have any assets, just that, oh, what's this here? What's this? Oh, I do have a crap camera. He's got that right. What's that? That's a Hyundai van. Vehicle number 1. What's this one here? That's the old wagon. Vehicle number 2. I don't know if you can see the steering wheel in there. There's some of the instrument panel. There's the steering wheel. Must admit, I don't have a great camera. That's because the one with the good camera I'm watching him on. Vehicle number 2. Alright. Now this is all in my driveway, you know, I've only just walked flaming 15 yards, 20 yards out of my house. Oh, what's this baby here? This is a beauty. Oh. This has got tinted windows. Factory standard, so you probably can't see a bloody thing. You can see the back of the steering wheel. Ah. What's that? Vehicle number 3. I'll be fucked. Look at the handles on that. You can do handles like that, Marshall? Look at the fucking mags on this thing too. Fucking pretty nice mags on it, actually. Yeah, that's right. Vehicle number 3. What the fuck's this? Fucking reversing sensors. Fly like a G6. Dun 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 dun. Well, there you go. It is actually a G6. Look at the fucking side indicator lenses on this. The mag wheels. Look at the lights. Look at the lights on that. Bet your lights don't look that good, Marshall. That would happen to be another Ford. Really big badge on this model. That's 3 cars. I own all of those cars. Oh, if your life's stuck and you're dying away on a mortgage and car no, not dying on mortgage or car payments. $8,200 paid in cash earlier this week for that silver one. 2008 model. 97 model. That's 97 model Ford. That's the old wagon. $1,000. And the most beautiful purple. It's just really good. If you get it on the right angle, it looks... Oh, you saw it before. It's a lovely colour in daylight because I think the previous company owner scuffed the other side and I had it repainted. And it's got some beautiful colour paint. There's a couple of scratch marks up the top there. I don't know what that was caused by. But that there, that's the little Hyundai 2002. Hyundai. Should have it. Here we go. There you go. What a car. $39.88 I think I paid for this. Yeah. So it's basically $4,000 for the 2002 Hyundai. $1,000, which I actually got off my father, the 97 Ford wagon. And the best one, the 2008 Ford sedan, $8,200. And that's only 11 years old. It's also registered to November this year too, so dedicated propane. Very, very low cost to run it. And bloody hard to find them too. Usually only find the pickup trucks and the commercial vehicles like that, but every single one of those machines has been a company vehicle. All 3 of them. And it's sort of well known that the maintenance on company vehicles is very well done because, well, basically 2 of those were actual vehicles done by a mob called Fleet Care, which is like a really large corporate vehicle maintenance thing, and they are really on top of their game. And so there we go, Elvis. You want to question any stuff about losers? What do you got? A fucking 1989 van. Stinks like shit. Instead of fixing the steering box, we're going to go out and buy a karaoke machine, which is actually not a karaoke machine. It's just a public address system because it's got no backing music. It's a speaker, a lithium-ion battery, maybe even lithium polymer battery because they're even cheaper, and an amplifier with your microphone plugged into it. Neglect fixing up the steering box on the van, neglect everything. Oh man. Going nowhere fast is what I call it. Going nowhere fast. I know this is an old house I live in. I don't readily have $200,000 to build a new one. And that is realistically the cost of building a house here, according to my brother-in-law, who is indeed a building engineer. But anyway, you know, a guy living in a van dragging on a guy living in a basement, and another guy also living in a van. Oh man! And you know what? Between the whole fucking lot of them, I got more wealth in vehicles than the whole fucking three of them put together. Oh, fuck me. Oh, by the way, the car out there, the new one, you know, that I just got, I got enough cash to buy another 2 more of those, mind you. But you know, like, you know, drive one car at a time. Fact is, the old 97 model, she's went in for a fix-up. And distributor cap was basically very corroded and fucked up. And so we got one of those. And we put another coil in as well, and the dickhead knocked off a vacuum pipe. And so now the bastard doesn't want to idle too well and stuff like that because his vacuum pipe's knocked off. And we are fucking going through everything, and we're bugging if we can find where this vacuum pipe is. On top of that, the air conditioning has also failed. Pretty much. You know, you turn it on, but it's not going to do much. Well, the lock system, well, that model and the model after it, was it the model after it? No, it was the model before it, and that particular model, really, really bad lock system. There was a flaw in them, and it was like a trip switch that just keeps fucking up, like a limit switch, basically. And the limit switch system was fucking bullshit in them. And this guy I used to work with who had one, and it would just sit there, and this bastard has it intermittently, and it's sort of behaving itself as of the last month or so, and now it's starting to fuck up again. Where it would just lock, unlock, lock, unlock, lock, unlock. Guy I used to work with, he'd sit there to do it for an hour and a half and flatten the fucking battery, you know. On top of that, the second gear is starting to change in pretty hard. And if you're accelerating onto the freeway, when it changes into second gear, you know, if you're accelerating fairly well, bang, it fairly drops in quite hard. And, well, all in all, we wasted a few $100s for a mechanic to fix one problem and create another one in all the wrestling of trying to get this very, very tight distributor cap in, because he included all the shaft, all the base of it that goes right into where the sump is and all that. Put all that in, but it's such a wriggle that somewhere, somehow, one of the small rubber lines has obviously got a crack, and we're fucked if we know where it is. And it's a circus, you know, because propane conversion, there's even more fucking ones, you know, and some of them that would be hooked in the propane conversion now are not hooked in. So you're thinking, is this fallen off, or is this deliberately taken off as part of the propane conversion? At the end of the day, you know, you can fucking piss around and plunder around like he would, because he's got nothing else to do except try and keep the old shit bucket going. Or you can just realise that, well, now you've got other issues, you know, fix one problem, got a new problem in the process because of a clumsy mechanic, then, you know, there's also this problem, and there's another problem in the transmission, there's a air conditioning doesn't, you know, at the end of the day, and there's a little bit of rust starting to get in there one day. Yeah, fuck it, you know. Who cares? Like, I can't be bothered fucking around with something that is just throwing money down a black hole. And I don't feel the need to fuck around and stress and piss around and be idling rough and have issues starting because of this bloody vacuum hose that's obviously open and it's, you know, you're not supposed to accelerate because sometimes it'll not backfire but front fire and fuck up your air cleaner with a propane conversion if you accelerate. But the trouble is, if I don't accelerate, the fucking thing won't start. You know, so it's all too many problems in a row. So we just go out and we get one that's factory built propane from day one. No gasoline tank ever in it. Computer tuned for it all. Conrods and pistons changed. Fuel mixture all perfectly set. All fucking built from the ground up, engineered from day one for propane. But it only runs on propane, which isn't a problem. It's cheap. It's bloody half, actually less than half of the rate we're going. The cost to travel with propane on the equivalent thing with a gasoline engine, and bang, 11 years old in a car that's built to last 20 to 25 years, which is the standard Ford expectations over here. That's the way, you know, people I know in research and development. That's what they say. They're built to last 20 to 25 years. And we'll get another fucking 8, 9, 10, 11 years out of that thing. Problem solved. But this is the thing. Just go and buy one, you know. I don't have to sit there, please get 5, 10, 15, 20, and then showing myself filling up, stressing I'm not going to be able to pay for fuel. Giving people the nudge, you're going to pay for me fuel? Can't afford the fucking fuel! Let alone another fucking van! Fuck! You know, I've got a van, a shit bucket car that's on the way out, and also one I only got this week that's like fucking perfect. You know? This is the trouble with being a ham and egger. You can afford to fix your goddamn steering box in your car, but see, that's too new to have a steering box. Oh, you know. One of these things, you know. But anyway, it's just a loser dragging on other people who ain't too much further ahead of him.